And of course, we know it's winter time. Welcome back, Jim Boy's Kitchen, on another mission. When it was all said and done with the second snowfall, it accumulated to at least half a foot of snow. Came down with a vicious fall. But when it was all said and done, once again, it was half of a foot, 6 inches of snow. That was pretty much a lot to make an accumulation of pretending mountains, would say. Yeah. And of course, just passed by a wonderful person there. Yeah. All right, second snowstorm accumulated to half a foot in upstate New York, Schenectady. But now it has melted and frozen again, so it's solid ice. Guys up there taking care of the snow. Yeah. This is the Veterans Park in Gilliland. Accumulated pretty much now, certain areas. I'm going to tell you the temperature is pretty cold right now. It's about 20 degrees, yeah. So that snow is being frozen into solid ice slowly. Let's not use the word surely. Don't want it to be frozen like ice. Then there is tension to fall and all of that. Don't want it to happen. But accumulated a lot in upstate New York. (2022) second snowstorm in upstate New York, Schenectady. Notice some areas has accumulated more than some. Yeah, some probably have more than half a foot. I know there is times where piles and piles of snow, it fell for like 2-3 feet at one time. Yeah. It was a great snowfall for the second time around. Remember getting it when it just started. Got to bundle up when you walk. Now, something I would like to show everyone. Back in the days, or explain to you so you could have a better understanding. Back in the days with no technology, no internet service and so, everyone depended on radio broadcast and television. If you would like to know the amount of snowfall that accumulated, or you would like to know the weather forecast, unlike technology today, you could get it anytime you want. Now, this is how they used to measure snow back in the days, when they tell you on the newscast that, or the weather forecast, that let's say 1 foot of snowfall today, or 6 inches of snow, I'd show you what to do. Well, how they usually do it. They have this table. See the table here? I set a table. You could simply do this yourself. To know the amount of snowfall, put something flat on an open surface, and then you will have the snow accumulated, all right, in the open area. For example, this is a table set up here in the open area, and now this is to tell how much snowfall accumulated. Now, before I start with this, I don't have a measuring tape. You could use a measuring tape for better, uh, uh, better average, but guesstimate, all right? I want to show you. This is the surface and the table here, on the flat, all right, table here. And this is the snow here. I will cut it like this and show you. You see that? Straight down. Now you guesstimate how many inches is this. Let's say 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, right? Yeah, but this snow that I'm giving an example of has fell on this surface 2 days ago, and the day after was a bit of sunshine. So let's make believe 1 inches or 1 inch melted away. All right, it's still frozen, so we got about 4 or 5 inches here, and the other inch that melted was 6 inches. So that's how you tell the amount of snowfall. Or you could have your car parked up in an open area, and you tell from the rooftop also. All right, so any flat surface is where you get an average of how many, you could tell how much snow fell down, all right, without listening to a weather forecast or, hey, do it yourself. So that's a way to measure snow. Have something flat on an open surface. When the snow falls, it accumulates, and then you measure it with your your ruler, your measuring tape. I'm just using a guesstimate here. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. Yeah, let's make believe another inch melted away. So it's about 5-6 inches of snow fell in Schenectady, New York. Unlike Buffalo, which was 4 feet, so you add 4 feet from this surface. This is how high Buffalo was. From the surface all the way up 4 feet, all right? It's about this much. Where my hand is, yeah. See, from the surface there was a lot of snow.
Yeah, with your work, with your talent, with your charisma, absolutely mind-blowing. I love.
And of course it went to at least 6 inches of snow. And this is once again, and people are up and out and cleaning their cars and so, trying to get the snow off of the roadway. Something I want to see here. Very treacherous to drive down of steep hills at this time, and because it's unlike like mud, mud, clay mud or so. If you're to drive your car and you should have a slide, your tire is going to be stuck into that mud, and you will come to a stop. But with ice, it's like a glider. All right, so that's where the treacherous conditions happen. For they have the road closed here for a reason. This road was closed, and that's because it was all icy, and with the sun shining and the treated with salt, it tends to melt the ice. So that's not a pretty bad sight. And of course, when you're driving and you see a blinking red, you must treat it as a four-way signal, all right? Yeah, four-way stop sign, so you can stop and give each other's, share the road at the intersection. This is downtown Schenectady at this time, and hey, this is what it looks like when it falls. Simply like crushed ice. Many said, you know, if snow falls in the summertime when it's hot, they could put some syrup and eat this. Unlike people that have never experienced a cold temperature, or that are in the Caribbean that have never experienced snow. Many would think that snow falls when the place is hot, summertime, so you could use it as crushed ice. That's not the case. Snow only falls in the winter time, yeah. But when it's the bad thing about snow, when it melts, when the temperature becomes warm, and this becomes water, because this is all simply water that's frozen, then it's becomes solid ice and very treacherous. Like here, this is solid ice, very treacherous to walk on. You could fall, you could slip. Yeah, it looks like a bird's nest, right? Look at this. Sits on the trees right there. Looks like a white bird nest, you call it? But no, that's what it is really. Snow tends to sit anywhere. It seats anywhere that it falls on. I want to show you something here. It's kind of like a snow cone, right? Look at this. What do you say? This is a snow cone? Look. It sits, it looks like a snow cone dripping down, but snow usually falls, seats on anything that it falls on. Yeah, on the trees, on the roofs of buildings and all of that. And this is all solid ice. It's going to become solid ice when it as it melts, and then it becomes like a hard rock. Yeah, this here tends to kind of will freeze and become solid hard rock if the temperature goes down below freezing temperature, which is 32 degrees. Colder than your refrigerator or your freezer now. Colder than your freezer in your house. Oh yeah. Not a good sight. You know, when, that's what it looks like when it sits on your car top. And, you know, inches of snow fell on the car roof. For example, this one here. And at least a half a foot fell, but they cleaned it off. You know, you tend to clean your car roof and all of that. What's up, brother?
What's up, baby?
Say hi to everybody, man. Yeah, man. And of course, I got wonderful people here to join in, Jim Boy's Kitchen. And I must say, folks, as you could see the snowfall in upstate New York, Schenectady once again. I got something to share from this gentleman here. What do you think about the snow, man?
They need to clean it up. It's too cold.
Exactly, and of course it becomes ice. If it gets too cold, melt and becomes ice.
Black ice everywhere, and then they, you know, take forever to clean it up.
Exactly, so you want to say hi to your family. See